How's it going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with something, I want to say new on the channel. This isn't totally new, but it's been a while. It's been a while since we have had a Let's Play, a Nuzlocke, and more specifically, a Dr. Lock on the channel. But we have the Pokemon Heart Gold Dr. Lock back right now. I say right now, you might never see this. I don't know. I'm recording this because I want to, and I've recently uploaded a update video asking if you guys would be interested in seeing it. So, depending on if you guys said you are or aren't interested, then you may well be seeing this. You may not be. Who knows? I'm going to just turn the music down in my headphones a little bit because it's just a little bit loud. But, yes, we're here doing a Dr. Lock. If you don't know what a Dr. Lock is, basically, I cannot use the Pokemon Center during this game unless my team are already fully healed. I am the Doctor, the Slacking Doctor, and so it is my job to heal my party's HP. PP is another matter entirely. They didn't teach me that at medical school, so if my team is fully healed HP-wise, I can use Nurse Joy to restore some PP. Looks like the sun is descending in the sky, so this would be what is called twilight, wouldn't it? No, it's 4:45. No. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to World of Pokemon. My name is Professor Oak, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before we go any further, I'd like to tell you a few things you should know about this world. Fantastic eyebrows. Look at that. Look at those brows. This world is widely inhabited. There used to be a politician in the UK. I can't remember his name, but his eyebrows are different colours to his hair, and that's what he reminds me of. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. That's a Mareep. I'm going to get into Randomizer once we finish this, by the way. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. So, you're going to ask me for my name? So now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy or a girl? We tend to play through as a boy on the Dr. Lock and a girl on other series. Not that we've had another series in a long time, but my name is Doc, of course. So the randomizer for this, basically everything is tried to keep the same difficulty level as the normal game. What that means is that the encounters will be randomized, but I have ticked the box to keep them similar strength. So where we might normally find a Hoothoot in this game, we might instead find a Starly. Also, our starter Pokemon has been randomized to be mons that also have a 3-stage evolution line. So where we might normally get a Cyndaquil, we might instead get a Magby. That's the kind of thing we're thinking here. But in general, it'll be kept the same. Once we reach level 40, I think it is, then for the trainers Pokemon, then everything will be forced to be fully evolved, because we found it in the Fire Red Dr. Lock once we reached the Elite Four. It got a little bit easier, because when the game was trying to find similar strength Pokemon to keep the randomizer going, it sometimes was, you know, pairing up with things that weren't fully evolved or weren't quite as strong, because it was running out of mons back in Gen 3. Hopefully in Gen 4 that won't be as much of a problem, but regardless. Doc, are you ready? Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. Funny experiences, difficult experiences. There's so much waiting for you. Dreams, adventure. Let's go to the world of Pokemon. I'll see you later. So, what else do I have to tell you? Items have been randomized. Let's see if there's one. No, it's just male in this PC. What a shame. Adventure, excited. I love Pokemon. Don't we all? Lyra. I'm going to go with Lyra. Items have been randomized, but I have not banned bad items, so we might find a Master Ball in the first Pokeball we find. We might find Male. It's just truly randomized in that sense. TM compatibility and HM compatibility has been randomized, but always to prefer same typings and to be reflective of a Pokemon's move pool. For example, if a Pokemon can learn Rock Smash naturally in its move pool, then it'll be able to learn it by TM. Similarly, Rock Smash is more likely to be randomized to a Pokemon like Machamp than it is, I mean, that might learn it in its move pool anyway, but you know what I mean, to a Pokemon like Machamp than it is to something like Marill, given the typing. Moves have been updated to whatever they update to, Gen 6, I probably would think. So any moves that have got buffs around then have been updated or nerfs. Similarly, Pokemon's base statistics have been muffed and birthed. Muffed and birthed, I mean, why not? Let's get right into it. But yeah, they've been buffed and nerfed similarly to reflect whatever is the current, the most up-to-date that the randomizer had at the time that I downloaded the randomizer. So, hi, Doc, I've been waiting for you. Do you know anything about my research? As you know, Pokemon are carried in Pokeballs these days, but before the Pokeball was invented, people used to walk with Pokemon, just like your friend Lyra does. Pokeballs are great because you can carry many Pokemon, but walking with Pokemon must have some advantages. It could have something to do with how Pokemon grow or evolve, so I'm going to give you a Pokemon. Can you walk beside this Pokemon outside of its Pokeball to see if this brings any special feelings or bonds between Pokemon and people? The device over there has some Pokemon you could choose from. So, I should say this is not a Choose My Starter episode because The Doctor Lock is incredibly difficult, and I don't want you guys lumbering me with a Caterpie, so I will be picking what I think is the best option to actually get us through this game. Hey, listen, I have this acquaintance that people call Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It's probably another Pokemon egg, but we're still so busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know. You can go in our place, right? We can count on you. You can choose one of the Pokemon over there. So I will be choosing one. If I haven't explained anything very well, so like I said, we can't use Pokemon Centers, which means essentially there'll be a huge strain put on grinding and money in this game. Money is going to be key. Buying things is going to be huge for us in this game. We'll be healing always with potions and things like that. So yeah, that's going to be huge. But if there's anything you're confused about, anything that I haven't fully explained, then just comment down below. It's been a long time since I recorded a Pokemon Let's Play, so I'm sure I've missed things out. So just, yeah, scream at me down below, and hopefully all the rules will be in the description. They were the last time I did this, like 2 years ago. It's been so long since we recorded a Dr. Lock, but fuck it, let's see what happens. So let's see what our first Pokemon is. We have Trico. That's pretty heat. I'm instantly okay with that. I don't care what else we get. Like, Trico is fine. Hopefully we get something even better, but Trico is perfectly adequate. I should remember as well to give a huge shout out to 2-Bit Crow for the graphics. This man did these graphics for me at least a year ago. I'm only just using them now, so thank you to him. Next Pokemon we have is Duskull. I'm also really down to use Duskull. Ah, that's Simon. Simon the Cyclops. That's really tempting. And then last but not least we have Mareep. Oh, I love Ampharos. Okay, all of these are definitely useful. I think Duskull is going to be the hardest to fully evolve. And I don't think the Violite was introduced until Gen 5. So I think that is our weakest option, even though Ghost types early game are fantastic. As the game progresses, I mean, Dusclops is always good, though. Dusclops is always good. And early game Ghosts are phenomenally good. I'm worried if it only has like Lick or something, we won't be able to touch other Pokemon. So actually, I'm just not going to go with that. Mareep is going to be very, very weak early game. So much as I love Ampharos, I think Trico is the best bet. So we're going to go with Trico. We are going to nickname it nothing yet because we have to wait, so that's fine. That's fine. Oh no, we can give a nickname right now. We can give a nickname right now. Okay, so we are going to nickname this Maypole after Checkmate Ben and his Maypole Green Groviles, of course, being his Draft League team. That's nearly a typo already. So I'm going to nickname it after that because shout out to Ben. So Maypole. I think that's how you spell it. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. Now doubting myself. But we have Maypole, the Trico. We will not be keeping it as a Grovyle. Unfortunately, Ben, we will be going to Sceptile if we can. How do you like walking with your Pokemon? It's not so bad, is it? You can take it all the way to Mr. Pokemon's house. If your Pokemon gets hurt, you should heal it with this machine. It's so easy to use. Just check the PC on my desk. Now, obviously, the Dr. Lock doesn't start until after we've got Pokeballs like a normal Nuzlocke. And after that, we will not be able to use his machine either, or PCs or anything. No get out of jail clauses here. We have to use items all the time to heal. If someone heals our team, if we speak to someone and they say, hey, we've healed your team for you, then I have to discard items up to what would have been used. So, for example, if I only have a Mon with 20 HP missing, all I got to do is discard 1 potion. If I have 6 Mons with 100 HP missing, we got to throw like 6 Hyper Potions, right? Because that's what I would have had to use. So, even if it's accidental, it doesn't matter. If we get healed, we have to rectify that value-wise. Mr. Pokemon goes everywhere and finds rarities. His house is past Cherry Grove City. Go north, a little past Cherry Grove. I'm counting on you, Doc. We shall. We shall do just that. Doc, I want you to have these to help you with your task. Obtain the potions. Superb. I've always wanted potions. They are unbelievably vital to a Dr. Lock. Now, I'm looking at the layout and I'm wondering whether that heart and the heart gold bit is going to ever so slightly obscure the game screen. The good news is I do now have Photoshop, so I can probably edit this myself if I can find the original PSDs. That would be good. Doc, so you picked a Trico. That's a cute Pokemon you have. When you walk with it, it will become more friendly. Is that covering the dialogue for you? No, isn't it? We look good. Yeah, we look like we're okay. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes too. Oh, that's right. Why don't you show it to your mum? See ya. Lyra, whatever your name is. I may well do. What are we going with? Lyra. I'm going to go with Lyra, I think. But I don't know. I'm conflicted. Deeply conflicted and troubled. Oh, I have to go show my mum. She literally just told me that. I know. Can I use the speed up button? So, in general, we will use the speed up button as fleetingly as possible. That's the word we're going to go with. Fleetingly. As infrequently as possible. Okay, shut up now. Thank you. Thank you for the Pokegear. I never tell your mum to shut up, by the way. But shut up, mum! I want to, yes, I know how. You're going to tell me anyway, aren't you? Yeah, just because, yeah, exactly. Right, let's go. Because I think that the speed up button is detrimental to Let's Plays. I think, one, you tend to lose Pokemon in Nuzlocke when you're spamming speed up, and two, because you lose concentration, and two, I just don't think it's that entertaining when you're just speeding through the game. So we're going to take it slow. We're going to take this at a truant pace. I almost completely forgot about this. Here, I'll give you my number. There will be some times, like if we have to just run back somewhere, then maybe, but I'll call you if anything comes up. Thank you. So we're in a good spot right now. We got a Trico. We should probably check out a Trico, see what moveset and item we've got. The movesets aren't randomized like the TMs are, but the movesets will be standard. That's why Duskull would have probably just had like Lick or something. Abilities aren't randomized either, neither are evolutions or anything like that. The only evolutions we've changed is to make impossible evolutions possible. So we have a minus attack plus defense. I think it goes that way. Blue is, yeah, bold. Yeah. So that's actually really, really perfect, because if we just make this thing primarily a special attacker, which it can easily be, then we just have extra bulk in our defense, which is fantastic. Like, that's fine. Really, for me, in Nuzlocke, you want kind of fast, strong Pokemon, I feel, but I think that some bulk is nice too. I don't know, Dr. Luck is difficult, because glass cannons are great for just being able to Oko things, but at the same time, you do want bulk, because bulk sticks around longer, so it's less likely to get one shot by things. Obviously, in a Dr. Luck, there's such strain on you manually healing that being able to Oko things is great, because it means they can't damage you, but yeah, I don't know. In general, Nuzlocks, I feel like bulk is better, in my opinion. As we get some easy experience here off this Hoppip. I don't believe Hoppip even has an attacking move until you level it up significantly, so this should be relatively plain sailing around here for us. I would rather not have a Hoppip as our first encounter, though, much as I love Jump Bluff. Shout out to Gareth. I know he likes Jump Bluff. Much as I love Jump Bluff, I don't know why I'm doing a shout out to Gareth. I don't like Gareth. I take back that shout out. Much as I would love to have a Jump Bluff, I think that it is not necessarily the most productive on a team with... oh, my controller's been disconnected. Is it working again? It is. Good working. Good. It is not necessary. I apologize you saw the mouse on the screen there. I just had to get rid of that thing. Yeah, it is not necessarily the most... I'm going to speed this up because I'm pretty sure this thing has no offensive moves. We're already using speed up. I'm pretty sure it's not the most useful on a team with like a Sceptile. It's not really what I would like. There we go. Now we have some stab and some special moves to actually fire off, which will be huge. Let's have a quick scout up here to see whether, whether there's anything interesting in this grass, because of course we will also be able to get an encounter here. So, or should we save it? Let's save it. Having slowly walked up there, let's not spoil it. Let's just be shocked and in awe of whatever we find up there. It's not likely to be very strong, but you never know. You never know. My goal for this series is to catch a Phanpy at some point. If you guys don't know, I love Donphan, and I want a Donphan, but I especially want a Phanpy as well, because I think Phanpy gets no love. So hopefully, I don't have the case yet for that. So hopefully we can get one of those. That would be really, really nice. It looks as though I've slightly cut off the top of the top screen on the layout, so I'm going to see if I can fix that right now. Is that better? I think that's better, right? I apologize for that. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Everything seems to be pretty okay, though, so that's good news. My lighting is shocking compared to my old professional lighting. It wasn't that professional, but it used to be better than it is now, I think. Well, actually, no, my first video, the lighting was abysmal. But it got better as the channel went on, and then I moved home, and it got significantly worse. So these are the things we contend with. Shut up, old man. All right, I'm speeding this up as well. I know I said I wouldn't, but like, come on. Yeah, we all know the old man takes me around. He shows me that grass exists, that water exists, and that land exists, or dirt, I should say. And then he gives me a map because he gives me shoes. It's phenomenal. I love old men that give me shoes. It comes no better than that. So let's straight away, before we go any further, let's make some purchases. So obviously the Nuzlocke has not begun yet because we don't have Pokeballs. But I don't see anything wrong with, like, before temptation kicks in for me to start spending money on Pokeballs and everything else, I am just going to buy a ton of potions, and hopefully we can keep Maypole nice and healthy during the early part of the game, because I really feel like during the early part of the game, having, an actual starter Pokemon in Trico is phenomenal. I feel like that is going to be so, so good, and I've got something annoying on the layout now as I'm talking, so I'm just going to click at that and get rid of that. There we go. I feel like that's going to be so, so good. I feel like we've got an absolute powerhouse to kick off the team, and I don't want to waste that. Now, one of the rules that I should mention is that we have to basically keep everything on the team in the order that we catch it. So if we go back and we catch a Hoppip, we have to keep Hoppip on the team until Hoppip dies. We cannot use our PC. This is a truant lock, and or Dr. Lock, sorry, and we respect our truant Pokemon, is what I was going to say. So we do not discard them for no good reason. We keep them on the team, whoever they are, however good or bad they are. So, for example, if we catch a Nidoran here, we'll have Nidoran on the team, whether we can get a Moonstone or not. I should be able to just blitz through you. You shouldn't have anything other than Poison Sting, which shouldn't do too much with my... Yeah, there we go. Love it. We love to get poison straight away. We love it. We love to get poison straight away. As we don't have any Pokeballs, it wouldn't matter if we fainted. I know I said I wasn't going to spam speed up, but I'm irritated that we got poison straight away, because I kind of want the experience of Nidoran, but like I don't want to... Maybe I won't bother, because I can only hit with Pound. Poison resisting grass, meaning I can't hit it with Absorb. Unfortunately, Nidoran doesn't get its ground typing until it becomes a Nidoqueen, so it's not even neutral. So I find that hugely annoying. And I want to get the item. I want to see what the item is up there. I really want to know. Okay, Cascoon. That is some easy experience right there. This one we definitely can speed up, right? Because, like, it can't do anything. It can only harden. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're speeding this up. For sure, we're speeding this up. Because this is going to take a minute. So, I think that's pretty much all of the Dr. Lock rules. Obviously, we have to nickname every Pokemon that we encounter. It's just standard Nuzlocke shenanigans, really. If a Pokemon... I should explain this, in case you don't know like what a standard Nuzlocke is. If any Pokemon is KO'd and considered dead... Because I used to do this thing, I used to watch Nuzlocks, and people used to say at the beginning of the Nuzlocks, I didn't know what they were when I was new to watching YouTube and stuff. I came very late to the YouTube scene. And I would have no idea what a Nuzlocke was, and content creators would say, if you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, where have you been? Have you been under a rock this whole time? And I would think, yeah, I don't know. So I am going to explain what it is, just in case there are other people like me who have been under a rock. Big Mushroom. If a Pokemon is KO'd, then that Pokemon is considered dead. It can no longer be used. It has to be, well, it has to be released. We don't put things in the PC around here, we release them. So it has to be released if a Pokemon gets knocked out. The first Pokemon that we encounter on every route we have to catch, so... That's why I've been talking about Hoppip a lot and stuff like that. If Hoppip is our first encounter, then we have to catch it and keep it on the team. And yeah, that's the general two main rules. Everything should be nicknamed. Static Pokemon, gift Pokemon count as a separate encounter for that route. You can only get one Pokemon per route/area, which includes like cities, caves, things like that as kind of separate route and/or areas. I'm not going to pound you because you poisoned me. That sounds... interesting. Regardless, and each episode is going to be approximately 20 minutes long, I say, as my timer is hitting the 18.5-minute mark. I'm hoping that yours is showing something similar, so we will probably just get up to Mr. Pokemon's house today, and then end it there. Approximately 20 minutes, of course, not a strict timer, but that way I think the content will be more manageable. There will be a hell of a lot of grinding that I have to do for this series, and currently the upload schedule is question mark, because I've got no idea how keen you guys are going to be for this, how much you guys are going to be interested in this, maybe you're not at all. But my current plan is to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday episodes, potentially speeding that up if when we get closer to Gen 8, or making it more frequent, I should say, rather speeding it up. If, I do not want to smiggle, please do not give me that as my encounter. If when we get closer to Gen 8, we still have a lot of game left to play, then we might move it up to like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, plus Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, if I have time to do them. If I don't have time to do them, I don't have time to do them. But if I can. That's my general thinking at the minute. Weekends are going to be kept for Draft League content, so hopefully Team Builders plus Battles on weekends. Again, unless I end up in a Draft League that requires me to adhere to a different upload schedule, then the schedule for this could change. But that's my current thinking. As I say, this may never go live. The response on the update video might be, we hate your Let's Play content, please do not upload any. Hoping that's not the case, but that might be the case. So this may never go up, but assuming it does, assuming this first episode is well received, please do leave a like and comment and all that stuff. I don't usually ask for them, but occasionally I do. It would mean a lot, because I would really like to know if you guys are actually interested in my Let's Play content or not. So anyway, it was I who sent an email to Professor Elm earlier. Did you know? Alright, what's going on here? Calm down. I said calm down. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Mystery egg. Superb. And of course the eggs will be randomized too. I'm assuming similar strength, so it's probably like a Hoppip or a Magikarp or something. I don't know, but it might not be similar strength. For all I know, the randomizer doesn't work like that. No idea. A friend of mine from Ekritique gave it to me. I bet you can't find this kind of egg in Johto. I thought Professor Elm might be able to tell what this is. He's the best when it comes to the research of Pokemon evolution. That's a quote from the famous Professor Oak. You are returning to Professor Elm? Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Yeah, it's kind of weird that he's like the expert on Pokemon evolution, but I wouldn't really call an egg like an aspect of evolution as such. I understand that this is the generation that they introduced a bunch of... No, Generation 2 wasn't really. They didn't really introduce a bunch of evolutions in Generation 2. Weird. They just introduced eggs and breeding, really. And with that, I'm Professor Oak, a Pokemon researcher. So you're Doc. I was just visiting my friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon. I see. You must be helping Professor Elm's research. I think I understand why Professor Elm gave you that Pokemon. It's a good job we didn't pick the Mareep, or that would not be a particularly rare Pokemon. You will treat your Pokemon... Oh, saliva everywhere. I would treat like I'm spraying, not saying. You will treat your Pokemon with love and care, it seems. Oak, something like that. You seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. I'd like you to have it. Thank you. You're very kind. Are you going to give me Pokeballs as well now? But I've stayed too long. I have to get to Goldenrod for my radio stone. Doc, I have a feeling that this is not the last time we'll meet. Let's exchange numbers just to be on the safe side. Alright, old man. You steady on now. Steady on. I am spoken for. Nico spoke for me long ago. Long ago. Alright, so I don't believe that we got given Pokeballs there. I don't think that happened. So it's a disaster. Just terrible. What should I do? Oh no, please get back here now. So next episode we of course will be taking on our rival, naming our rival. I already know the name of the rival. If you guys saw the last Dr. Lock, you already know the name of the rival. But I don't think we have Pokeballs, do we? No. But we'll probably get our first encounter as well. I imagine we'll have time for that. So hopefully you guys are hyped to have Let's Play content back on the channel. I have no idea if you're not, if you are or not, but let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are excited. Regardless, thank you so much for loafing around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.